You're getting your daily dose of LoweTivation. This is episode 203. Oh, let me cover up. Sorry about that. I am getting ready to do what's called an adult film. I don't know what that is. I just know that I've been trying to get into more acting lately, and I went on Craigslist and I saw this ad looking for very beautiful, ripped, sexy guys, and that's what I applied for because that's what I look like. They were gonna give me the lead role until I showed up, and I guess they downgraded it a little bit, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. I guess I'm doing some kind of a position called a fluffer? I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it's got something to do with Hollywood, and I'm excited. They mailed me a box full of lollipops, which I thought was hilarious. I like candy, but they sent me a whole box and they told me to make sure that I practice on those and that I ate them all before today's shoot. So hopefully they're okay that I eat my suckers and lollipops just one bite. Like, I don't fuck around. I take the wrapper off with my tongue and then just crunch just right off. So hopefully that's what they're looking for. Anyway, let's get this started, right? I wanted to talk to you guys about something that happened yesterday. If you're into stand-up comedy, or if you follow an account that's called Comment by Celebs on Instagram and anywhere else, pretty much if you're just on the internet, you probably saw a picture of him if you didn't even know who he was, and I'm sure you know who I'm talking about by now. But comedian, an actor, writer, whatever else he does everything. Kumail Nanjiani, hopefully I'm saying his last name right. I'm not good with names in general, but this guy, he's a stand-up comedian. That's how I saw him first. Hilarious, his delivery, his writing, his perspective on life. He's really intelligent, great actor, great writer. He put out a movie called The Big Sick, Stuber recently. He was on Silicon Valley. So my point of bringing this up, if you haven't seen the news, although he did break the internet yesterday, you know, he's not been really out of shape or anything, but apparently he is going to be on a Marvel movie called The Eternals, and he got ripped for it. Just Marvel taking all these people and just pumping them up with muscle. Take a look at it here. So my point of bringing this up and searching him up on Google search and saving that image so I can edit it into this video, and then when I die and everybody sees that I searched it up and it's on my phone, they're gonna get the wrong idea. But then again, I guess I'm fluffing, if you know what I'm saying, so whatever. Might as well just tell everybody now. No. So my point is, when I saw that, anytime I ever see like a ripped model or just a good-looking guy, a lot of guys probably won't admit this, like a lot of straight guys, because they don't want to be perceived the wrong way or whatever, or show insecurities. But I'll talk about it because I'm not afraid, and I'm fully transparent with you guys anyway, right? So when I see stuff like that, naturally I get jealous, and then I feel bad about how I look because I wish I looked like that. And then I get mad because I'm like, of course, you know, of course he's ripped, and of course he's skinny and he looks great and has a great life. I mean, he's famous and he has lots of money, and you know, he's working for Marvel now, so he has all these resources. And even in his post, which is really cool for him, you know, a lot of people, they get ripped and they deserve to talk about all the hard work they did and flaunt it and do whatever they want. I mean, they worked really hard for it, but he was very modest about it. He was happy about it, and he also explained, you know, now that he's working for Marvel and he has all the resources from them and the trainer that helped him, you know, he said that he couldn't do it without them, and he was very modest about it, and it was really cool. But I've seen this kind of stuff before where I feel bad about myself when I see someone that looks good, and then I say, like I said, of course he's able to do it. He has the resources. He even said it, you know, he's got money, he's got Marvel helping him, he's got this awesome trainer. But you guys know I've been working on stuff and kind of looking at my attitude and my thoughts and breaking it down and analyzing it. And I thought about it last night. I don't know about you, but when I think those things, it is out of like jealousy, and it is because I wish that I looked that way. and I do see these Hollywood types and you feel like it's impossible to reach that. I mean, minus the weird surgeries they get sometimes and the implants and all that shit. I mean, technically you could still get that if you have the money to get it. But what I'm saying is, we feel like it's impossible because they're living this famous life. They have this amazing body that you wish you had. But here are two things about that I thought about when I was analyzing this all. One, you don't know the fucking journey that he went through. Like, you don't know his life. You don't know his insecurities about his own body, because before this, he was already like skinny. He wasn't like fat, highly out of shape or anything like that. He just wasn't ripped and didn't have like insane muscles and a six-pack or whatever else. But we don't know how he felt about his own body, especially being in Hollywood. I feel like there's got to be this extra added pressure. You know, you're always on camera. People are taking pictures of you. You have all these fans. You have people posting and trolling and praising you, and then being negative when you go up and down in weight, or if you look a certain way on a certain day. Whatever it is, you're always being watched. So here's the thing, we don't know what he's going through or what he has gone through. And then the second thing is he put the work in. It doesn't matter. I just realized today, it doesn't matter, because I feel bad about myself and because I feel like it's impossible to reach that level that he's reached. I tell myself, fuck that guy, you know, he has the resources. If I had that, of course I would look that good. That's bullshit. If you thought that, if you're still thinking it, you gotta look at that, because that's bullshit. Of course, it might make it a little bit easier in certain ways, but he's still got a life. He still has a job to do, a career, and like family, friends, all that stuff, everyday stresses. Some of them might be a little easier for him because he has money or whatever else, but he's a human being. We don't know what he goes through on a normal day, emotionally, physically, how he feels about himself, about the world, whatever. We don't know those things because we aren't him. And when it comes down to it, in that sense, we should be focusing on our journey. And that's what I was thinking about when I saw that. My first reaction, like I said, was, fuck that. Of course he has all that. He's working for Marvel, blah, 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 blah. Then after that bullshit floated away and I realized that I need to analyze, I said, yo, I could get that. Like, you could get that. If you really, really want that. I mean, I don't know if I can get like that ripped, obviously, with all the extra fat and everything I got going on, but in a sense, like, I could be that in shape. You know, I could lose a lot of weight, whatever. Like, anybody can do it unless you have some sort of medical thing stopping you. You can do it. It just might be a little bit harder for you, but he put the work in to get that. No matter what, you know, he might have had a trainer. He had the motivation for the movie and Hollywood and blah, 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 but you can do it. If whatever you're looking at, if it wasn't like surgically made, or if it didn't cost like $5 bajillion and you don't have that much money, whatever, you can achieve it. Like, he worked out to get that. So the praise that he gets from it that you wish you had, like, I obviously would love that. To look that good, to whatever, you can get that. You just have to put the work in, and you might have to work a little bit harder. You might have to have less resources. You don't have to have a trainer. You don't have to have, you know, a crazy ass gym to look really good. The world can be your gym. You know, you could look on YouTube for people that are giving out advice, hints and tips on what to eat, how to work out. You might just have to work a little bit harder, but it's not impossible. And I'm saying that to myself as well, because obviously my automatic thinking is still, you know, oh, fuck him, he has all these resources. Of course, it would be a little bit easier in different ways, but like I said, we don't know his life. We don't know anybody's life that looks good or whatever, and those people might look good and still not feel good about themselves. So really, you gotta work on not focusing so much on how other people look or how you feel about yourself so much, and just work on trying to be that person that you want to be. It's gonna be a lot of work. I know that. I'm trying. It's so much work, and I'm just in the beginning. So you just have to want it. You have to go get it, and you gotta do it. That's it. That's it. And I'm just glad that I recognized something like that in that moment. But I'm gonna go now. I gotta delete these photos off my phone so people don't get the wrong idea. But whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, I'm here and I'm fluffing right next to you. All right. Much love.